Hi Prana Boosters, I'm Tina Louise Balodi, author of this book, Misalignment, the Emotion Fairy. And now more than ever, we need more and more reminders to find ways to be there for our children, connect with our children, support our families, and help with their emotions and their mental health. And we've just all been going through so much. So I wanted to share with you on this video today 4 ways to consciously support your child or teen, really, of any age. And you know, for me, I had to invent these things for our family. So I know I often talk about that. I tell you how we had to kind of invent it, and you know, it was like on the job training. And sometimes I would give myself little ways to remember it. So I came up with this one, which is the 4 L's, and I'm going to go over them now, but they're actually the 4 ways are look, listen, learn, and love. So the very first one is look. This is a way that you can consciously support your child, which helps you to remember to look at a situation that they're going through, what they're experiencing, and try to have the ability to observe what you're seeing without judgment. You know, be aware, be mindful of what's going on with your child, be mindful of their moods, their words, what they're thinking, what they're saying, you know, how they're eating, things like that, without labeling, without finding things wrong, without really judging them as not doing things, you know, appropriately. And just be able to look so that you have awareness about what's going on with your child. That's the first L. That's really the first thing. It's just so that we can stay connected. And you know, sometimes parents will say, I just had no idea. I had no idea that my child was upset. You know, there's just such high rates of suicide now, and many parents are saying they just didn't know what their child was going through. So I wanted parents to become aware of looking at their child and observing and seeing what's going on with their child. I know everybody can get very caught up in schooling, and it's been hard now with everybody homeschooling and hybrid schooling and pods and learning and trying to figure out what's going on, but we need to make sure that we know what's going on in many different categories of their lives, not just school. So the second one is listen. Listen. So this is so hard. It's still hard for me. I mean, my oldest is going to be 16 and a half, and I'm still learning how to literally just listen. Sometimes they'll come to us and they'll talk to us, and they really only need us to answer or give advice if they ask, or if you really feel like they're ready to hear. And they're really only ready to hear what we have to say if we have given them our time and our presence and the ability to just really listen and let them feel heard. Let them be vulnerable with us. Let them trust us to connect with us and tell them what's going on with them. I had no idea that listening would be so difficult, especially as a parent. You know, when our kids are little, it's really our job is to always like fix everything. We're like, you know, the #1 solution people. And our kids will ask us, fix it, mommy, fix it. Like, fix this feeling, fix this problem, fix my toy, fix any situation that they're going through. And so we really feel like we need to come in and save the day and try to fix it. And we're older and we know better. And, you know, nowadays I think it's hard because none of us have been through anything that we're experiencing right now. So we don't even really know how to fix it, but they really just need us to listen. And if you can, get their permission before you answer or give advice. Sometimes they just want to be heard, and when they are heard, they feel better. They don't even need you to give them advice. So really do it, you know, based on them. Obviously this is as they're a little bit older and they can communicate their needs, but even a very young child really just wants to be heard or offered a hug or, you know, some empathy or some love. Really, that's what they're looking for. They're just looking to feel safe and feel comfortable and understand that they can trust you. So that's number 2. Number 3, the third L, is learn. Allow them to share their world with you, whether they're little or whether they're a teenager. You know, their interests, their feelings, their emotions, their fears, their insecurities, their joys, their passions. They can only do that if you're willing to learn about what they're interested in without judgment, without criticism, without telling them what you think of it. Or, you know, I'll give you a good example is one of my daughters really loves Harry Potter. And to be honest with you, don't anybody get upset, but I'm not sure this would be my type of movie. I don't know if I would have watched it on my own, or wanted to hear about these characters, but hearing about how passionate my daughter is and how much she loves it and what she gains from it and what she learns and how she understands it, and seeing it through her eyes, me learning about what matters to her, is really helps with our connection, and it helps build trust, and it lets her be vulnerable, but it lets her know that I'm interested in getting to know who she is, not judging who she is. And if we can take an interest, even if our child is really little, I think sometimes it's hard for us. We're busy, we have our own emotions and, worries, and it's hard for us to sit on the floor and play toys with our kids. We have things to do. We have food to make and laundry and groceries. But if really we can kind of learn about their world and what's important to them, we can, give them our time, even if it's like 10 to 20 minutes of pure connection where we're learning about what's important to them. That's a way that we can support our child or our teen. So make sure that you don't make it about you. It's not about you. It's not what do you like. I'm not saying you shouldn't share that part of yourself and have a relationship, but I'm talking about this time when you really just allow them to be the one who is really leading and guiding at that point. And then the fourth L is love. Really, this is the key to every relationship, and this is how you can consciously support your child or your teen. You can offer them unconditional love and empathy and compassion and understanding and support, and really provide guidance, like I said, only if they request it. And love them through what they're going through. Just be there for them and let them know that you're a team and you're on the same team, and that you're going to be there for them no matter what, as they learn and grow, as you learn and grow. And it's just so important to let them know that there's nothing they can do that would lessen your love for them. That's what they need. So these are just 4 tips that we use in our family, and 4 things that I try to remember in the back of my head when we're trying to parent consciously and be there for our kids. And I have clients, I have parents, I have so many people asking me, why am I so disconnected from my child, and how come I can't figure out how to get through to them, and how come they won't listen? And these are like the core things. These are like the core necessities of a healthy relationship. And for us as the parents, it's important for us to know that we need to learn these things. We need to learn how to have these relationships with our child and figure out how to connect with them. And really the connection is the basis of everything. So 4 ways to consciously support your child or your teen is 1, look, 2, listen, 3, learn, and 4, love. So I hope that helps somebody today. I know that we are all just sort of struggling to figure out this world that we're living in, and I feel like these little tips and reminders are something that I'm always telling myself. I'm always bringing myself back into the present moment and trying to figure out how can I be even more supportive to my child. Because no matter what, my child or my teen needs us to be there for them. They need us to be the ones that are evolving and learning and growing and constantly learning new ways. And so it doesn't mean you're going to do it perfect, and it doesn't mean you're always going to get it right. Sometimes my kids will say, you don't listen, you're not listening to me. And I'm like, but I am listening to you. And they're like, no, you're not listening. And I'm thinking, what's going on here? Because I'm hearing everything they're saying, and as if I speak or I repeat stuff back, it's not what they were trying to tell me. So I know I just have to be sort of more quiet again and listen and let them talk and let them get it out. And that is the way that my silence and my presence is really the way that I can consciously support them. So anyway, I hope everybody is well, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye. If you decided you're interested in learning more, I'm always available. You can leave a comment below this video. You can DM me at Prana Boost on Instagram. You can also email me, and my email will be below in the description. And there's so much more to learn. And if this video resonates with you and you enjoyed it, please support my channel by clicking subscribe. The button is in the lower right-hand corner. And if you're already a subscriber, I appreciate you more than you know. Bye.